We've just received our first teaser for the final Black Ops 6 Zombies map, The Reckoning. As TGR is a bit busy today, I'll be standing in for him to cover this one. As we've known for some time now, we will be visiting the mysterious Janus Towers facility in Liberty Falls, which has actually been a consistent presence across the game since launch, as you can see it in the map Liberty Falls. This teaser, however, gives us a good first look into what this location could entail with regards to gameplay and visuals, and even some hints at the story. The beginning of the clip, which is actually the first time in the game's lifecycle that we've seen inside the Janus Towers facility directly, appears to be a first floor lobby sort of area, which definitely gives me vibes similar to the Emergence campaign level from the Black Ops 6 campaign. This part of the map seems visually pretty standard for zombies, with the typical corpses and gore and fire strewn everywhere from the outbreak. But there's another layer to this that I think is a little bit more interesting that we'll get to in a minute. As well, on this first part of the teaser, we can also get a little bit of insight into the story, with a voice saying something that, in my opinion, sounds like, "Listen to me, can you trust this man?"
Listen to me, can you trust this man?
Which raises the question of who's talking to us, and who is being questioned in this quote. Maybe Richtofen, as we're now working with him, or maybe even Dr. Panos, as we know that he is headed towards Janus Towers from the Shattered Veil intel. This gives us an interesting hint into what the map story could entail for us. This next part of a teaser is a bit more interesting to me from a visual standpoint, with the teaser then flashing to a higher level of the tower, and this level featuring a lot of glowing mushrooms and plants, similar to the Dark Aether environments we've seen in the past, most recently in the tomb with the Dark Aether Nexus area. Could this be some sort of botanical research area, given the plants, or is this an area that has been hit particularly bad by the outbreak? Something I've been thinking in regards to this is that it definitely gives me similar vibes to Forsaken, the final map of Black Ops Cold War, which is notably more mutated and affected visually by the Dark Aether than the prior maps. And it would make sense if The Reckoning takes a similar course with Black Ops 6, being the final battle between Richtofen and Requiem, Sam, and also Dr. Panos, who's there doing something on behalf of his benefactor. Something interesting I interpreted from this teaser as well is that this map, at least in my opinion, seems to have a bigger focus on indoor, more cluttered areas, similar to Verrückt over in Origins, so to speak. This is interesting to me because Black Ops 6 as a whole has, in my opinion, held a pretty standard balance between maps, where each map has a combination of indoor areas with resources as well as more open outdoor areas for you to use score streaks or exfil in, which does make me think of how map-to-map shared features like that will work, if I'm right and this map ends up being more of an indoors experience. While it's, of course, too early to say, as this is just the first teaser, I think all of this could lead The Reckoning to be a pretty interesting and unique final map for this game. Nevertheless, with marketing having just begun officially, I'm sure we'll get elaboration on all of this and more, and see much more of the map very soon. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you'd like to keep up with our coverage of this map and more in the future, and feel free to share your thoughts on The Reckoning and Black Ops 6 Zombies as a whole in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.